Hi everyone, McBeard here, and boy do I have a treat for you, an excellent NILFGAARD deck that took me by surprise when I actually saw how well it was performing. Not only does it actually make great use of the new NILFGAARD cards giving to the faction in the Novigrad expansion, specifically Courier and Doadrick Lumarts, also known as Dominic Linguini because his name is pretty complicated. These cards are very good cards. I will say that the other card that NILFGAARD got, Rico, is a bad card even after it's buffed. This is like maybe a 6, 4 or 6 in this current meta. I think I mentioned it in the gameplay, but yeah, when Caldwell, like imagine the Caldwell meta, this guy actually might see play, but otherwise, you need to be having a real problem with monsters, I think, to tech this guy in. But we'll see. He's probably okay, but just isn't going to see play right now. But the Courier and Doadrick, that's what this video is all about. But it's also very special because this is a very strong Witcher deck as well. You may have actually thought that this kind of deck wasn't really good anymore, but I am here to say that I'm very pleased with the results so far. I'm going to refine this, but I actually think what Doadrick is able to do and what the Couriers are able to do with the Viper Witchers is no joke at all, especially with Cantarella. You see everything. It's really, you'll see in the gameplay, it's nuts how this actually just dismantles the opponent's deck. Just absolutely dismantles it. One thing I want to talk about before I talk about the cards that I'm currently playing with are the cards that you'll see that I ultimately thought that I'm not playing. First one is Peter Sargwenlev. Is in the first gameplay you'll see. Does actually help me a lot in that game, but ultimately I felt like the application for this card was pretty low. But I actually think that in some situations this card is perfectly fine to get in there. I also did try to play with Ciri Dash at one point. Being a Witcher, she tends to perform very well with Letho Kingslayer and all the other Witcher stuff that we're working with. But I just think there's just too many ways to answer this card. It just never really felt like she was worth the provisions. Roach also comes and goes. I don't really run a Cira, but Roach is quite strong, especially considering you can play Doadrick onto Roach, tuck Roach in, and surprise your opponent later with a surprise 3 points out of the deck. This deck thins very, very well because Doadrick basically allows you to thin the cards. You keep a bad hand if you have Doadrick, and then you just start putting the bronzes that are at 4 or 5, of which they are all pretty useful. You just start putting them at the bottom of the deck. You just won't see them anymore. You ultimately just make your ultimate John Calvin and your future draws very, very good for late game, which is incredibly important because you're actually stacking for a huge Witcher endgame with very hard to deal with engines in Evo and Eskel Pathfinder, as well as other engines like the Nausicaa Sergeant and what Artorias Vigo can help you with. And finally, Letho can double up on one of those engines. So I do think that there's still some room for changes around here because I think Roach doesn't have to be in this deck. I just really like Roach in the deck. And Geralt is, your mileage varies, but he is a Witcher, so you could do much worse. I do want to talk about Artorias Vigo. You might be looking at this card and wondering, if it's even that good, but look at all the things that Artorias Vigo can do for you. Artorias Vigo can get you an extra Courier in case you have another Viper Witcher in hand or Cantarella in hand, so you want to maybe put something good on top of the deck so you can just steal it. Get you an extra lock out of the Alba Armored Cavalry. Can get you an extra Viper Witcher. Perhaps you actually have 2 Couriers in your hand already, or an extra unlock if you need the Imperial Diviner. She also procs from Future Assimilates, which you are playing. And the Nausicaa Sergeant and the Slave Driver, or the Duchess Informant. These are the cards you're generally never going to pick. But Artorias Vigo is also an engine himself because he does care about what Cantarella is able to do, and also has application with the Duchess Informant. The reason why I have room for these bronzes is because I made room. You don't have to run Roach. You can increase the quality of your bronzes, but I think that with what Doadrick is able to do to your hand and deck, and just put all the stuff you don't really want at the moment into your deck for later, and you can just keep on playing tempo. So much lock value, so much Slave Driver value, especially if you get to play Ox, who is fantastic in this deck. Just everything works very, very, very tightly. Check out the gameplay. Just basically watch me just destroy, pick apart my opponents and toy with them. This deck is absolutely legit, and I'm already looking at ways to refine it because getting Doadrick out in round 1 basically just, it's remarkable. It's a remarkable card. I really, really like this card. Generally, if you play it with an agent, you zeal, you get 1 use out of it. He's already worth it. And then sometimes he just feels like a 6-point Coral, Burn or Brand. It's Skellige levels of consistency you can get out of this one little guy. Check out the gameplay, guys. I got some good stuff for you. We had a great time today. As usual, this is YouTube. If you like the video, show me, tell me. Would love to have some new subscribers. I know lots of you watch and don't subscribe. Maybe you just forgot. Do me a favor. Hit the buttons below, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. You only in a monsters meta, and only like in some situations, like monsters would have to be good. Like when Caldwell was big, Rico would have been okay, right? Because not only are you playing a 10-point Rico, but you're also putting a 10-point unit on the board. It'd be the perfect answer to Caldwell. I shall not surrender. They should just unnerf Caldwell with Rico in the game. Let Nilfgaard have some fun. Just kidding. Don't do it. Screw Nilfgaard. Rah, rah, rah. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. And we have a courier. We're going to do this. We're on blue coin. I only like keeping one engine that needs protect. I think I'm just going to put this away. Cantarella. Oh, we could get the info, too. It could be good. It could be good. Waiting to use for a Nilfgaard buff? Well, Nilfgaard's not terrible. It's just... Syndicate's really good. Monsters are really good. Skellig is really good. And scoia'tael is just... If I had to put it between scoia'tael and Nilfgaard, I mean... I just have to give it to scoia'tael. But I think Northern Realms is better than Nilfgaard. But I don't think that any of the factions are really that awful. They're only bad in a meta where they have a hard time winning. It's just, that's all it is. We open up with Courier for sure. Let's see what we can get. Let's see. What do we not want him to draw and use Philavandrel on? This has a deploy effect, so I want this. Because I'm going to be playing the Nausicaa Sergeant. I'm just going to let him be very uneasy right now with what's happening. All right, I do believe I want to play Doadrick here. The Doadrick Roach swap. It thins 2 cards. Sort of? Does it sort of do that? Okay, well, Roach doesn't come out, but he's definitely in there. Definitely in there. Does Roach come out when you do? He does not. And then we go Nilfgaard. We go Nausicaa Tactical. No, I want Quintus. I did that on purpose just to see what the... I think that the Doadrick... It's good, right? It's exactly what you want to do. What you do. What you do want to do. But he doesn't work the way Donnie Don't does. All right, see, I already feel like I've already got my value out of him, in a way. I should have put this on the melee row if I really wanted to use... if I really wanted to use... What's his name? What is his name? Maybe I should have run... Maybe I should have run Igni. I'll do this first. The cooldown still exists. The cooldown still exists. So the Diviner is good, so we can play Cantarella now and actually proc the Diviner. Just running this pure... He's running lots of lock and lots of unlocks.
Oh, you've done it, no.
You've done it, no. Just gonna play around Geralt to the break of dawn. Oh, interesting. Interesting decision I can make now.
Let us see.
Nice. Whoa! Damn, what a play that was. That was a good play. Ooh, I think that's just a little too slow, my friend. I think that's just a little too slow. I don't know. Maybe I do pass here. If I played Eskel first, yeah, Ugla, I could have buffed. I could have buffed it with Dennis. That would have been pretty good. No, maybe, you know what? I keep on thinking Eskel is working like a Mahakam defender, and I think I'm just really stupid. I think I might have just done something really stupid here. But we do have a lot of engines, right? And we have a lot of removal and a lot of witchery stuff and a lot of locks. And we have Vesemir on the play here as well. Keep this. I think we keep these cards. Absolutely we do. Because I don't think he's going to push that deep. It's his funeral if he does. Give me something good.
Here's our chance.
I'd say that's pretty good. Okay, we're going into this with Calvet. Headsgate's Sword would be especially good with Ox and Letho. Oh yeah, that would be good. I do love playing Sword. Okay, so we don't need this anymore. These cards, oh man, we have a lot of locks here. Double lock with Ox and Slave Driver against scoia'tael. We might not even need the second Alba Armored Cavalry. Worth it. Okay. And we have such an easy start, too. It's a great hand right here. It's a great hand. We just have so much shutdown. If he plays Novigradian Justice, we just can lock it all. Lock it all down. He's going to play Mercenary, probably, with Novigradian Justice. I mean, he might. We also have a kill for a defender that grows too high. Oh, and he's not even playing fast right now. We can even load up on Evo. So we can make this very painful for him. Potentially. Especially if we can get Letho on Evo. Letho and Eskel, I hope. We don't have the Diviner, though. Which is unfortunate. Double Eskel to combat defenders. Yeah, we also kill the defenders or lock them all. Which is not too bad. There's the first defender. Okay. I'm just going to maybe just... well, no. No, I don't want to... No, I don't care. Letho on Range Road, just coffee? Yeah, except that it doesn't work like that, does it? You gotta play it on melee. It's my girl target right now, yeah. I wanna stop the mercenaries that are coming out. Here, this is what I want to Letho. 1 hundo P. Just beautiful. It's just, it feels kind of mean. Copy defender? Oh, copy this defender. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah, that's an oak row, all right. Huh. So we just reduce the effectiveness of oak, I guess. We could have also... These aren't... Well, no, these aren't harmony. What am I talking about? I'm thinking of something else.
Water. That is for poison.
Yeah, there's also denying value on that. I think that card's just really slow, but...
They're dead already.
When the white frost comes,
Oh boy. Is it something? How stupid is this gonna be? I want to play Calvet first because it could be Peter. Because then don't we just get, that means we get a lot of extra value on Peter, plus we can kill the 9 here with Geralt, right? Yo! Peter is better than Asira. Yeah, it's just better, right? Ooh, that's good. This is good right here.
The common folk. I care for them.
Whew! It's a lot of points, Philivandrel. Probably Oak, right? We're saying it's probably Oak. Nice. Gigny, yeah, we wish it wasn't. I'm just not crazy about running Siri, but I don't know. That could have been anything I was trying to copy. Just Siri just takes... This is so much time to react to her. I think that's my biggest problem with her. We have Courier Cantarella. That's great. I like this hand a lot. I want more things to Doadrick, so I want, like... I want to keep that. This is scoia'tael again. Well, they have the blue coin, so we have to keep this.
The waters of Buffalo, their taste still upon my lips.
Naturally. At once.
Both of these cards are pretty good to kill here. I can't get a lot of help out of either of them, though. So these are just Viper Witcher. I wish this wasn't already on top. What's the more dangerous thing? They're both equally dangerous. This one is more dangerous. This is likely, because I can Ox this, so I want this on top to burn it. Is it true that there's a Challenger in September? It's true. They just announced that today, actually, Carathris. If you didn't hear.
Persecution.
How do I do this? I think I just want to, like, see if he'll forfeit here.
Time to get our hands dirty.
So there's that.
The Empire will repay you for that.
Might bring back a lot of players to Gwent. I think it's great. I hope there's more before September, though. It's just, that's a lot of time still. But I think that this month, it means that the balance patch feels better this month, I think, with that in mind. Letho. I'll pocket this dude at this point. When's Masters? We don't know. All we know about is Challenger now. 14th and 15th of September. This year. Things move forward at very strange time frames. 2 expansions so fast. 2 major tournaments so far away. It's like Homecoming was like the sequel being fast forward into the future, like 10 years later after Gwent had already been released. Gwent 2 was already out.
Oh, you've done it now.
Now that's an interesting draw. If I get the Courier, I can play Cantarella and just remove Broccolon.
You will not regret this, sir. Yes?
Oh man, it's so nasty. It's so nasty. So I'm just gonna take that. So, and I'll spend the cards to do it too. I'll be able to do it, right?
I shall be your eyes, mother. Life is eternal.
Well, I'm just gonna play Siri Dash to take it then. I have to.
You've talked enough.
Devastating, right? I know. Seems pretty good to get like the 2 key specials you're playing Francesca for in the first place to just not even be in the graveyard. Not even in the graveyard. Actually can't play leader. Where's my boy Vesemir Mentor? Gonna have 2 locks. 2 locks and a ping that's gonna kill an engine probably. It's gonna be pretty crazy. Like he's gonna have nothing in the grave. He's just gonna be able to play a drawing vest problem, yeah. You don't even want to play Francesca? Well, we do have to play a little bit around Skags, right? Skags is still definitely going to be here. So we don't just want to play like one of our best things that we love. Like I don't want to play Evo into Skags. Yes, good draw. So let's see if we get... this is actually not even that bad. I think that Peter's going to be good against Skags. Armored Cavalry. We might get Viper Witcher, the other one, so Courier is good to keep here. Diviner actually could be very important. Locks are all over. Morin and Kieran are both great. I have to say I like my odds here.
My name?
don't recall my name. But do we just want to play into this? It's pretty devastating. He has to answer it. We have to play it before we play the other Witchers. I think it's worth it because if I find an armored cavalry, then like it's worth it, I think, just to play Calvet now. Yeah. Solve that problem. I could have gotten a lock. I would have locked the engine. Would have been great. Well, he'll solve one problem. That's for sure. Any way I can get him back up there? Any way I can do it? You can see what's not in his deck. Watch out for Barnabas. Yeah, I'm just gonna be killing everything. He's gonna be dealing with the killing everything part. I don't benefit at all. I actually have a great hand, so I just want to see like what he's got here. He doesn't have Skags in hand, baby. All right, that's good to know. I think I'm just fine with it in this order. I think the best card. I think the worst card is definitely on top. I'm always used to going confirmed choice. Yeah,
Best regiment in the whole plowing north.
we really hurt his chances, I think, of actually mounting a defense.
Much less on that word.
Francesca Has a Shitty Day, the movie, based on a true story, starring Pac-Man 96. He's just not going to play like a multi-lock situation here, so we just want to kill like all the units. We are ahead by a few points. Did he even play a special card? He doesn't even have a special card to play, and we know he doesn't have... and I can purify the shield. I actually have a use here for this. I actually have a use for the purify.
Ooh, careful. You're leaking.
No other Dryad units. This is just unfortunate for my opponent, right? I just don't want to play Geralt yet, necessarily. I think I have to play Peter here. I think I just take the 2 points here.
The common folk, I care for them.
Just because something could happen. Something could happen. Something Aglacy could happen, you know?
Oh, yes, I'm on it.
Sometimes I've had it.
Surge at the right time is asking, how can we lose? And the answer is, we can't lose. We can't lose.
The last words.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Pac-Man, what's up? I know it's, and unfortunately, Pac-Man, that's gonna have to be a highlight because it's exactly what the deck's supposed to do, my friend. I'll have you know, I think I gave you a lot of respect, and I know the chat really felt for you. Vigo's really good though, because Vigo definitely got me the double courier, but I could have got the double Viper Witcher and then allowed me to play Cantarella. Like, it was just really good. It's like absolutely, it's the deck dismantling. I boost all my stuff deck. It's really great. Yeah, I won a lot of games, Roddickson. I've really only lost to Syndicate. It's actually the only matchup I've not enjoyed. Everything else has been pretty strong. Nilfgaard. Ardal. Ardal, just standard Ardal. Not really what I wanted to see.
Yes?
Muzzle's a great card to destroy. Yeah, today has had some great games, honestly. Did have to play this on melee, so there's nothing I can do about it here. I think I'm just absolutely playing this. I'm just playing. Do I have to rush? No, I lock this first. What's Kellogg's cost? Oh yeah, it's purify.
Stars content shall be victorious.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold on a second here. What is happening?
Everyone has their secrets.
Let's try this here. This Shinmiri's a Simulate deck? Right on. Right on, right on. I think Imperial Diviner are very good cards. I think Imperial Diviner is a very good card.
Time to get our head.
I think I'm just going to make him feel real bad about this. Let him just think about it for a bit. This is an easy Ox, right? I have to take this opportunity. With the Calvin and Roach on 5 cards, the drums coming in. This feels like a pretty good one. Yeah, that feels pretty good. And we got a card to play with. Maybe we draw Doadrick. The dude. I think because we're against locks, we might want to keep this. We'll pitch one of these. That's good. I think we keep this for this round. Because there's a lot I really like about it. Maybe Geralt's bad now. I'll draw him later. Eskel. Still alive? You bet. I'm really running out of moisture, though. For the Duquesa. Huh. I do want to bleed Ardal out of him. Operator, and here comes Ardal, right?
One thing.
Let's make this quick.
A little crazy, maybe? I don't know. This might be a little crazy. His combo's gone? Nah. Nah. No, I don't want to get out of this one. No reason for pushing? But it's fun.
What is it you want?
Ooh, that's not good. Well, it is good in the mirror, I suppose.
Got it.
Having more fun is reason enough. I like bullying. It's just, I like playing. It's like aggro. It also makes control feel so, like, strangling. Do you want to push Assimilate? It's just, I know how many points they can get, and seeing Ardal was pretty important. And now I've, like, what? Whoa, with the unlock. And I threw Geralt away like a dummy. I'm pretty committed now.
No problem.
I'm pretty committed now. Pretty committed. I'm making those big points. That Purify ain't looking so hot. No, I thought there was going to be more locks. And Gate's sword.
Push on!
Ooh, bribery. Can you imagine he got Ox here and he had Serd in hand? Let's go. Our like what we're drawing into is not good. I think we just have to like try to finish him off here.
Reasonable man makes no difference to me.
It's game over, you think? pass. That'll be the pass. Oh yeah, that's not going to be very good for you. He does still have a trigger. Oh, he's going to banish something from my graveyard. I'm not playing... he's probably going to banish a Roach, if I had to imagine. All the way. All the way. Another 8 points required. Dazzbog Runestone, I don't think is going to find it for you. Is there an 8-point card that could even create? Oh, yeah. This game feels pretty good. You guys ask me why I push. You guys say there's no reason to push. Behold my empire.
Stars contend, you shall be victorious.
All right, my friends. We get the highlight for that one. Oof.